am I capable of doing this? Am I gonna be able to learn all this? Did I just fake it so far that now I'm here? I'm like, crap. You should never feel comfortable. You should never feel like you know everything, because that means you're not growing anymore. Hey guys, welcome back to another sit down chit chat vlog. I haven't done one of these honestly in a while. But this one, I really wanted to be very transparent and just me talking to you guys, not a script. I did jot down a few of my ideas. Okay, sit down. Sit down, please. Thank you. A few of my ideas, but I really want this just to be a conversation that I've been having for I guess the past 2 weeks. Well, let me give you, okay. Mia is not, chill, please chill. I hate when she's like I hate when your dog is just licking you, keeps licking you. I get it, it's like kisses, but it's just, please stop. Anyways, okay, so I've been feeling like this for the past 2 weeks just because so I started my full-time job. I work from home, so you can see my whole setup, but I've been working from home, and then I'll be going out there May, June time frame, to San Francisco. I work for a tech company. So yeah, so I've been kind of feeling like this, and I just want to have this conversation because again, I want to have or make my channel at least partially about a community, especially specifically with college students or people that are really young within their careers, and having documenting my transition from college to career, specifically as a first-gen Latina in tech. And of course my experience can be relatable in other industries or fields, but yeah. So I want to talk about imposter syndrome. Obviously I am the youngest person on my team right now, so they actually created this role for me out of my internship. I usually don't hire very young or right after college. I'm about to go put her outside because she's not. So I am the youngest on my team. Like I said before, they created this role for me just because they usually don't hire coming out of college. And yeah, I feel I don't know anything, and obviously I'm not gonna know anything. It also makes me reflect and think about, am I capable of doing this? Am I gonna be able to learn all this? Did I just fake it so far that now I'm here? I'm like, crap. Now I'm expected to do actual work, be responsible, and what if I mess up? Things like that. And I think it's just, just being an imposter. Am I really supposed to be here? Do I belong? Do I have the skills? Do I have the qualities to be on this team, be within this company, which is it's a great company to work for. I'm surrounded by very smart people. Every time I have a one-to-one to meet somebody on my team, I always go on their LinkedIn, search them up and look at their background, and all of these people went to elite schools. Because I studied computer information systems. Most of the people in my team, they study something more financial, which makes sense because my role is kind of very numbers based, and I kind of steer away from that. I just never really wanted to do something finance or accounting, but I am kind of doing something with a lot of finance, a lot of numbers, reporting, financial modeling. But why I accepted is another conversation to have. But yeah, so and then a lot most of the people on my team are white, obviously, or like Asian or white. And then I think out of the 20, I think it's like 20 of us, I think there's with me there'll be 3 people of color. So yeah, I mean that's like a given, not a given. I'm not trying to justify like the racial inequality in corporate environments, but I still think like the company is very diverse in comparison to other companies. So that's not really like an argument that I'm trying to say that it's like not diverse and I don't feel like welcome, because everyone is incredibly nice and there for me. But I just still feel like I don't know, I just like overthink things and like kind of gives me anxiety. And like right now, today's Saturday, I'm like, should I like study some more or something? I'm like, no. Like I try to remind myself, I'm like, do not do this to yourself. Do not like overwhelm yourself. Like you need to give yourself time to be able to learn, and not like there's not that expectation for you to know everything already. And I also want to say, like, for example, like my parents, they're working class. They don't really understand anything that I talk about in terms of like the corporate environment or like what I do on a day-to-day basis or anything like that. And like I can't really talk to this about with my sisters either. Will have the same experience as me. And like I'm the first one to be doing this, and I don't know. All in all, like I just want to like repeat myself in terms of I want to talk about this and be completely transparent and like just have this conversation and dialogue on here, just because, you know, I know I'm not alone. I know a lot of people, even if you're not first gen, like maybe you're just like a recent grad, like feel this way. And I just want to be here and say you're not alone. And I kind of like wrote a few things that I think have been helping me, and like just reminders, and reminders to you too if you're going through this. But here, I'm just gonna like read them out. But I like to go on Reddit sometimes. I think it's really funny. People are very honest for what I think on there. And I googled like, you know, imposter syndrome, things like that on Reddit. And one thing somebody put that it was like, imposters don't get imposter syndrome. Like if you recognize that you have imposter syndrome, that means you're not an imposter. That means like, you know, you have like a feeling, but deep down you know that you have the qualities, you have the skills, you have what it takes to be in that room, be in that table, because like I said again, like you got there somehow. Like it's not like you were cheating the system or something. Like there's no, maybe there's a way, but you know that you didn't cheat the system, so you belong there, and remind yourself that. And this is me talking to myself because this is what I need. I have to remind myself that I am smart, I am capable, I am able to do whatever I want to do. And I don't want to say I thrive going out of my comfort zone, because no, I'm scared of a lot of things. But I think you don't grow as a person when you stay within your comfort zone, and I always remind myself that. If you're comfortable wherever you're at, you're not growing. And so why stay there? You know what I mean? Like, why do you just stay where is familiar to you? I think it's really exciting. It just grows you as a person to be in that uncomfortable situation. Another thing is that everyone is faking it. I sincerely think that. Like, no one is born to be the president of the United States. You know what I mean? Like, no one is born to be a lawyer. Nobody's born to be a doctor. You know, like all these people that seem very intelligent, are well spoken, or perceive that they just, you know, they get it like that. No, like I feel like deep down everyone is faking it. Everybody's just getting by. But the more you do it, the more you get yourself out your comfort zone, the easier it comes to you, and the better you can like wing it, and you just come out naturally like that. I remember the first time I had like a reflection, or like with my manager, like during the summer with my internship with my current job. I was asking her, like we were just having a genuine conversation, and I was like, so like why, like now that like I'm ending my internship, like why did you like hire me, like, instead of like the other candidates? when like there was like the interviewing or whatever for the internship. And one thing that she said is that like I was just well spoken, and I I was like talking to her was like if I was already a full-time analyst. And I was like shocked because I'm like, you know, I feel like I'm not well spoken, and I feel like I don't come off as confident, but she said like the other. So it's really important for you to believe in yourself and just, what am I trying to say? Don't put yourself down too much, because other people might perceive you as very different. Because you perceive yourself in one way and like the world sees you in a different way. So always remind yourself that too. Okay, and then last thing that I found that has been helping me a lot is try to find a friend or a community wherever you're at. Like, for example, myself, I took it upon myself to find people within the company that have my role. Like, so a recent grad, my role is an associate analyst, so I'm not even a full analyst yet, within the team that I'm in, because I am a new grad and I still have to like learn all this stuff. So I like basically went in within our internal like workday system to find people, like our org chart, but that's what we call it. And I found people that are my age, recent grad, same position, same everything, less than like 6 months of starting. And like I had a one-on-one with another girl that she had started like maybe 6 months before me, and I was just talking to her, like I was having a transparent, genuine conversation with her, because obviously like she's like my age, 22, just graduated, like I'm not gonna be all uptight with her or whatever. But we were just having a conversation, and I was just telling her, I was like, hey, like I'm dealing with this, and I know like I'm a stranger, but I'm kind of like, I want to have this bond with you, just because you know, we're both she was like Latina too, and so I kind of like felt a little bit like safer. I don't know if that's like a weird thing, but you know, there's just like a connection there, or like maybe like same background there, so I just felt like she could relate to me a little bit more. And I was just like spilling all these emotions and feeling. I wasn't crying, but I was just like, you know, telling her how I felt, and she was like, dude, it's like completely normal for you to feel like that. I felt like that, and it feels like it's a never-ending cycle of you just learning more and learning more. But she pointed out to me, she was just like, if you stop feeling like that, and you stop feeling like you're not learning anymore, like you know everything, then it's time to move on. Like, it's time to move on companies, it's time to move on positions, it's time to move on. Because you should never feel comfortable. You should never feel like you know everything, because that means you're not growing anymore. And I was like, huh. You're onto something. That's how you should see every aspect of your life, if you think about it. Like, I always put it into the gym, like if you're not growing muscle anymore, like you're not getting faster or running or getting stronger or anything like that, you're like, you know everything, like you're perfect, which is not even possible, then it's time to move on to the next thing. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you shouldn't be comfortable. Like I said before, you should always be continuously learning, continuously growing in every aspect of your life, not even just like in your corporate career, and everything. Okay, I know I've just been talking and talking, but I hope this makes sense. And I feel like I was just like jumping everywhere with this whole like talk, but yeah. I'm gonna look over this footage and be like, what the fuck are you talking about? But I really hope this helps somebody, and I would love for you guys to just give me feedback, or tell me about a situation that like you felt like this, or like if you're going through this right now, like leave a comment below. Let's have a conversation. I would love to hear you guys' thoughts, experiences, and all that. But I hope you guys enjoy. Please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you like this type of content. I don't know if I should continue like more structured conversations with you guys, or just like a genuine free-for-all chat, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one.